It is my honor to talk with you about Breakthrough.
Wow.
Thank you.
First of all, I just want to give a shout out to one of my dear friends, Roxanne Dawson.
Yes.
Who directed the film.
Yes. We love Roxanne.
Oh, she's the best.
She's the best. Absolutely.
Yeah, we go back all the way to Star Trek in those days and Voyager.
Wow.
But she has come out to be one of the most intricate and meticulous directors I think I know.
That's a great way to put it.
What was it like working with her?
Oh my goodness.
It was.
Dream.
What's crazy is like it was effortless.
I know.
I was like, wait, why is this so easy?
Yeah, yeah.
And we speak a shorthand because she is an actress and she was so invested in the film and
Totally.
the way that she conducted herself with such grace and poise. I was like, huh? How did what?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Never a day was she flustered. Never. And I've worked with a lot of directors in my time in Hollywood, and this was her first feature film, but she certainly is a pro and a vet, and she just created a set and atmosphere where everybody could shine and do their best. And I think that's why the movie is as good as it is, because she was such an incredible visionary and made everybody feel welcome.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, as Chrissy said, that's that shorthand that being an actress and then stepping behind the camera, you kind of develop.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Tell me a little bit about how the project came to you. I know it's a true story.
Mm-hmm.
I know all of that, but again, there's script writing. They're looking for people to play these roles. How did you find the role, Chrissy?
Yeah, I was promoting Miracles from Heaven, which was another film that I produced. And while I was promoting that film, I came across The Real Family. So I met Joyce, John, and Pastor Jason Noble. And truth be told, I was blown away when I heard that Joyce prayed John back to life. I was like, seriously? Did this really happen? And so after that particular program was over, I went to them and said, I think I'm supposed to help you all tell your story to the world. And we started working together. And, I knew that the prayer was a powerful part of the movie, but I knew there had to be more to the story. And once I started interviewing them, I really got a sense that there was more to the story. And then, once I understood that, I got my good friend Grant Neporte to come on board and write the script. He wrote 7 Pounds when I was an executive at Sony. And then we developed the script. And the next thing we did was to get Roxanne on board. And she just came on with such an incredible vision. And then the next step was to convince Chrissy Metz to play Joyce. And the studio was very clear. We don't get Chrissy, we didn't have a movie. So I'm just so glad she said yes so that we could have a movie that now is getting ready to come out.
Chrissy, is there a certain hesitation that actors have about doing faith-based stories?
Yeah, I think that there is. For me, at the end of the day, as an actor, whether it's a faith-based or faith-inspired movie, you want to create beautiful art. And then, of course, this being a true story, it's sort of a no-brainer. But I think there's a stigma attached. But I don't concern myself with that. I don't think it's important, and I don't mind. I don't mind what people think about me. I never have. So I do what I feel is right and what is placed in my life for a reason. And I know that for without a doubt that this movie and this role was definitely placed strategically.
Every so often, a movie pops up that is above that. I mean, this is a very human story.
Right.
It's very well written, and I think you have done a spectacular job in this film, Chrissy.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, she's incredible. It's a tour de force performance without a doubt. And let me tell you, being on set every day, seeing what she did, it's still a miracle to me. I don't even know how she did it. Seriously, it's amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel that there's more pressure when you're playing somebody that actually is living and breathing rather than a fictional character?
Sure. You want to honor their life and their story. It's not just, oh, here's this character that we've created, out of our imagination.
Right.
And you want to get it right because it's so important that this is going to live on forever.
That's right.
Their portrayal, on the big screen of their life.
And Devon, you do so many things. I mean, you are, you're kind of like the Da Vinci in motion pictures and in life.
Excuse me, I'll take it. Thanks, Tony. No, listen, I just feel like I think sometimes we try to box ourselves in by how other people see us, and sometimes we limit who we really are. So for me, I love to use entertainment as a way to inspire, and so if I can do that through writing books, if I can do that through speaking, if I can do that through being on TV, through producing films, I want to do it because people are out there struggling, and they look to entertainment for hope and identity, and I just feel compelled to use it in a positive way.
Yeah, and but you have that positive outlook to life. You're a spiritual counselor. You advise people, but you're also an actor.
Well,
so you wear a lot of hats.
I want to be clear. The Irwin brothers, who are my friends, who did I Can Only Imagine, they did I Can Only Imagine, they did Woodlawn. And they asked me to play a preacher. So I normally preach. So I have not acted. I just went on there and did what I normally do. I want to be clear about that. Chrissy's the actor. I'm just here, when people ask me to do something, I'll do it. But I can't do what she does by no stretch of the imagination.
They teach an entire course at USC on exactly what you just said, is just go out and do what you do.
Yeah.
So you're an actor. Chrissy, you and I have met up a couple of times at the Critics' Choice Awards and places like that, and I've always thought that you have been a very kind and giving person when we've met.
Oh, thank you.
And that relates to what you do on screen, too. I think people fall in love with you because you have that kind of spirit.
Well, thank you. I treat people the way I want to be treated, and I think that's, what we all want. And if you can't be kind, what is the point?
It's true.
Well, I know our time is short. The film opens April 17th, just in time for Easter. And this is one of those films that I really do think that families looking for something to watch that isn't, there's superhero movies and all of that, but this is one of those stories I think that people have been clamoring for. I get calls saying, why don't they make movies like they used to? Well, here it is.
Here it is. From your lips to God's ears, exactly.
I'm Italian. He listens to me, by the way. So.
Good.
Amen.
Good.
Glad to hear
I'm going to
that.
call you.
Thanks so much. I appreciate your time, both of you, Chrissy. I am a huge fan.
Thank you.
This Is Us is an amazing program, and keep winning awards, please.
Okay. I'll try.